White opens with, "I request you to please sit on me." White opens with a catastrophic positional blunder. No development, no context, no warm-up. Literally, White drops their king into the center, but then White goes for, "Just sit on me." Yes, again. White repeats the blunder, showing this is not a mistake, it is a plan. This is similar to hanging your queen twice in a row to make sure it really dies. At this point, Black's silence is a brilliant defensive resource, punishing White without ever moving. White responded with, "Hot face, hot face, hot face, hot face." This is not technically a blunder. It doesn't help, but also doesn't worsen the position because it was already lost. It is simply a meaningless emotional move, wasting tempo. But White, gaining no feedback from Black, suddenly decided to go for, "This is why you will never have a boyfriend, keep that in mind." This one is definitely a blunder. White plays the reverse insult gambit, a classic sign of tilt. Attacking the opponent after they refused your terrible opening is the social equivalent of down material, zero position, and still trying to attack. This accelerates White's defeat. Black, meanwhile, did nothing. And that's what makes the position crushing. Black's silence is evaluated as best move, book move, known to be strong against desperation openings. Brilliant move, allows White to self-destruct. White has no advantage, no dignity, no material, no conversational future. Black has full psychological control, a free win, zero effort spent, 1-0 for Black. White resigns by meltdown. In this exchange, White opens with a normal conversational move, nothing dangerous. Black responds equally well by mentioning they speak French. White's next message is slightly passive and doesn't improve their position, but it's harmless. Then Black sets a subtle trap with, "It's a weird dialect that only works in one place in the world." This is a strong, excellent preparatory move that creates hidden tactical pressure. White immediately blunders with "Canada?" falling right into the setup. Black responds with the brilliant knockout blow, "Between your legs." This is a classic one-move tactic that ends the game instantly. White's "bitch" is a forced emotional move with no defensive value, and "I have no words" is effectively resignation. Black wins by a clean, calculated combination. This game is a masterpiece of bad moves from Black, ending in a catastrophic toe-based attack. In this game, White opens with, "If you are indicating sex, please don't do that." This one is excellent. White enters with a long, clear, morally strong paragraph. This is a high-level defensive fortress, taking away all tactical nonsense. White controls the center and sets the tone of the entire game. Black, being suddenly surprised, respond with, "No, didn't mean that, just wanted to literally try to comfort you." Mistake? Black tries to retreat but spills pieces everywhere with shaky spelling and weak excuses. This doesn't fix the position. Black thought a lot and then went for a single question mark. Incorrect move. A meaningless poke. No pressure, no development. It wastes tempo and shows zero plan. White continues, "I'm okay." Evaluation. Good move. White calmly stabilizes the board. Simple, solid, safe, no overextension. Black fires back with persistence. "Can I see you, beautiful?" This one is blunder. Black reopens the game in the worst possible way. This ignores White's entire defensive structure and walks straight into a losing position. Another move from White. "I look terrible these days." Incorrect move. White slightly underestimates their advantage, but no big harm has been done. Still a mostly safe defensive move. There are another move from Black. Not even. A small mistake. A weak attempt at flattery does nothing to improve the position. Black is just shuffling pieces. And then Black makes a fatal mistake. "Send me a pic of your toes, beautiful." Blunder. The toe gambit. This is an unprecedented, catastrophic blunder. Black throws their king into the center and sacrifices their entire social position. The toe gambit is an opening so unsound that no grandmaster has ever survived playing it. White wins by force. White maintained a strong moral structure and kept the board closed. Black repeatedly ignored signals, wandered aimlessly, then launched the infamous toe gambit, an instant losing move. Result: 1-0 for White. Black self-destructs. In another game, both players enter the game with aggression instead of development. This is blitz chess with no respect for openings, theory, or emotional safety. White opens with, "Why do you make the same face in every picture?" Excellent move. White opens with a direct attack on Black's position. This is an active, pressure-creating move, immediately testing Black's defenses. White sacrifices politeness for initiative. Then Black fires back, "Why do you look ugly in every picture?" Evaluation: brilliant move. Black counters with a tactical counterattack, turning the momentum instantly. This is a perfect example of the mirror defense, where Black uses White's exact structure against them. This move creates forced complications. However, White answers with, "Cuss, I'm ugly bitch, answer my question." Evaluation: great move. White converts Black's attack into tempo and initiative by self-sacrificing ego. This is a creative defensive technique. White bluntly accepts the insult to remove its power, then reattacks. It's like sacrificing your queen to gain unstoppable pressure. This entire conversation is a tactical slugfest. No mistakes, no incorrect moves, just pure attacking chess. White's initiative, Black's brilliant counter, White's self-sacrifice. A perfect three-move miniature. Result: draw by mutual disrespect. Both players leave the board scorched, but equal. In this match, White enters with maximum aggression. But Black responds with divine technique. White immediately starts from aggressive move. "I'm sure you want to have my hard in your mouth." Evaluation: blunder. An immediate catastrophic overextension. White throws a full piece and their dignity into the void on move 1. There is no setup, no development, just raw, unsound tactics. But Black already has a proper counterplay. Black immediately fires back with, "I rather have the word of God in my mouth." This one move is definitely brilliant. Black plays the holy counter gambit, instantly flipping the entire position. This is checkmate in one energy. White's attack collapses, morals and pieces scattered across the board. White tried to break the silence by a simple, but this is an incorrect move, not a blunder, but completely useless. White is stalling, lost, and out of ideas. Another move from White. That sounds something. Blunder? White attempts to speak but blunders into a grammatical mistake, losing even more material. The position deteriorates further. White, having no idea on how to respond, go with just "lol." But this one is a mistake. A weak attempt at diffusing the disaster. This move doesn't even improve the position, but at least stops the bleeding, so it's not something fatal for White. Then Black fires back with, "It is. It's life-changing." This is a great move. Black calmly reinforces the divine advantage, while at the same time, White has zero counterplay left. This is a confident, stable endgame conversion. So, in this match, White opened with a reckless, unsound offensive. Black defended and counterattacked with holy force, gaining crushing moral advantage. White's position collapses after repeated blunders. Black converts flawlessly. Result: 1-0. Black wins by divine checkmate.